Let's talk about James Charles, because this man just spent over $100,000 on one single video, only for TikTok to turn around and completely delete it. No warning, no strike, just poof gone. And this wasn't just a random video. This was supposed to be his big comeback, his revenge arc, the moment where he takes back control of his career, calls out the brand he says owes him millions, and reminds the internet who he is. But instead, it turned into one of the most expensive flops we've seen all year, and honestly, the mess behind it is almost too wild to believe. Now, if you've been keeping up with James lately, you know he's been in the middle of a pretty public grudge match with Morphe, the beauty brand that once helped skyrocket him to global fame. Back in the day, the James Charles Tint Morphe palette was everywhere. It was iconic. People were lining up at stores, breaking websites, doing full glam looks just to post selfies tagging him. He was on top of the world. But fast forward to now, and that once successful partnership has completely fallen apart, and James claims Morphe still owes him over $2.2 million in unpaid royalties. According to James, when Morphe's parent company, Forma Brands, filed for bankruptcy in 2023, they basically wiped their hands clean of that debt, and he's been pissed about it ever since. He's dragged them on TikTok. He's responded to viral comments. He even posted a screenshot where someone asked, "Why don't you just sue them?" And James was like, "Because they filed for bankruptcy. I'm never going to see a cent of that money."
Does in fact still owe me $2.2 million, and I am never going to get a cent of that because they filed for bankruptcy, which is actually fucking mind-blowing. There are so many comments on this post too being like, just sue them, like time to unleash your inner lawsuit, like why don't you just email them, like they surely have to pay you. If you guys actually knew how bankruptcy laws worked with Chapter 11, it would actually blow your minds. It is the craziest, dumbest concept on planet Earth. They just filed for bankruptcy, which like on paper is like, hi, we have no money left, even though they do, obviously. Then they got bought out by like $1 billion corporation and are literally able to start from scratch. And now they're still posting, still releasing new products, still releasing new collabs, still in retail stores. Pay me, write me the check, and cut everybody else a check on that list too.
And while that might be true legally, emotionally, he's clearly not done. So instead of taking them to court, James decided to do what James does best: go big, go dramatic, and go viral. He launched his own makeup brand called Painted, and with it, he dropped a new palette called the Artistry Canvas. And if we're being honest, this thing is basically a not-so-subtle reboot of the original Morphe collab. The layout, the shades, the vibe, it's all giving, remember this? But with a James-only twist. No collab. No middleman, just him. And then came the video, the one he says took 2 years to make. The one he teased on Instagram Live, visibly nervous, saying he hoped people liked it. The one he claims cost over $100,000 to produce. It was called Taking Back What's Mine, and the whole thing was symbolic to the max. It opens with James walking through a museum, looking at pieces of his past, and then, dramatically, he replaces the old Morphe palette on display with his new one. The message? Crystal clear. I built this. You don't get to erase me.
I'm taking back what's mine. It's time. I've waited long enough. I have been working on this project for 2 years now. I'm really scared to post this because I spent more than $100,000 bringing this video to life, but I really believe in this, and I know that you guys are going to love it as well.
It was flashy, cinematic, expensive, and for a few minutes, it worked. The video was popping off. On TikTok alone, it had more than 250,000 views in under 30 minutes. People were sharing it like crazy. The support was rolling in. And then, TikTok took it down. Just like that. Deleted. Apparently, TikTok has a policy that you can't use copyrighted music in videos over 60 seconds unless the track is part of their approved in-app library. Even if you bought the license, which James did, it doesn't matter. If the song isn't in TikTok's system, your video gets muted or removed. And that's exactly what happened here. James went live again, this time fuming. He looked exhausted, frustrated, and honestly, just defeated. He explained how the video took years of work, that he licensed the music, that he paid for every second of it, that it had been doing numbers, and then it got pulled for something completely out of his control.
I'm going to crash the right now. Maybe TikTok should be banned. In case anybody noticed, the video that I just posted is gone. It's fully gone, it's deleted, it's wiped. Shout out to TikTok, thank you, love you guys. Apparently, there's a new guideline, a new rule, a new feature, if you will, where you can't upload videos with songs in them that are longer than a minute long unless they are in their music library, which is so interesting to me considering I paid for the licensing of this song for this commercial. Yeah, paid, owned, it's mine. So the video that all of you were liking, commenting, supporting, reposting had 250,000 views in about 30 minutes. Thank you. Had 70,000 likes in 20 minutes. Thank you. It's now gone. It's gone. So $100,000 out the window. Shout out to TikTok. And I'm now going to have my production team export a new version of the...
And as if the whole thing wasn't awkward enough already, fans were quick to point out something else. James had just posted a video days earlier showing off his brand new Mercedes Maybach, which cost around $160,000. So now, here he is begging people to support a $100K makeup video while casually flexing a six-figure car on his feed. The vibes were confusing. Some people defended him. It's his money, he earned it. Let him do what he wants. Fair enough. But others weren't buying it. They felt like he was trying to position himself as this underdog being silenced and ignored, while also showing off luxury purchases that most of his followers will never be able to afford. It felt tone-deaf, especially given everything that's happened in the past. And let's be real, James is still dealing with the long shadow of past scandals. No matter what he posts, there are always people in the comments reminding everyone of the controversies, the allegations, the DM drama. He's been canceled more than once, and for many people, those receipts are still very much fresh. So when he tries to make a comeback, no matter how polished it looks, there's always this tension, like the internet's just waiting for him to mess up again. But if there's one thing James has proven, it's that he doesn't give up. He's relaunching, rebranding, reinvesting, pouring massive amounts of money into rebuilding his image and his business. And whether people love him or hate him, he keeps showing up. The real question is, will it work? Was this $100,000 video a bold power move? Or just another expensive reminder that the internet doesn't forget? Only time and the algorithm will tell. But I don't know. What do you think? Was this a power move or a total flop? Let me know in the comments. And if you're still watching, go ahead and like the video. Hit subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.